Well, John, thank you for joining us. First of all, let's look back on Saturday. Where did it go wrong, really?
It's obviously a very big accumulation of things. I think we was fatigued. I think we wasn't at the races. And for 45 minutes we matched them, but I think their desire overshadowed our desire, unfortunately. Um, there was big words in the change rooms after the game, amongst the players, amongst the management staff. Um, we're hoping that that's a bit of a catalyst to nip that in the bud and move on this week, because as a group we know that it wasn't acceptable. It's not often that we get turned over 3-0. But fair play to Redditch, they were physical, they were big, they were strong, and they did a proper job on us. But that's something that we'll take on the chin, and we'll hopefully move on. We'll get players back into fitness. Um, and like I said, we'll hopefully use that as something that we can use as a bit of a motivation going through the next few weeks.
And on the back of that, train Tuesday, training tonight. It's all about the preparation for Ludlow on Saturday.
Yeah, we usually only train once a week on a Thursday, but we thought we needed to come in again on Tuesday just to rectify a few things and work through a few things. So hopefully that will set us in good stead for Saturday, and that we'll be fully prepared. We've got the longest trip of the season over to Ludlow. So that's almost a 6-hour round trip. But it's something that the boys want to get done. It's something that we, want to go back out there and get 3 points on the board as quickly as we can. And we know that the attitude's got to be right. We can no longer just rely on individual bits of, magic and a little bit of luck. So we know now that we've got to start doing things right if we're going to get in the playoffs.
There's been movement in and out of the team. We've seen Freddie come in from Abingdon Town. We've seen, unfortunately, Joe Green get injured on the sidelines again. How does that affect the squad at the moment?
Yeah, it's been a case of that all season. Big key characters missing over big chunks of the season, and we've just had to continue adapting to it all season. You look at Liam Burt going off to uni as soon as we got him in a good run of form. He went back to uni. Harry Sanford went travelling. Obviously, Ellis has been out for the season with his ankle ligaments. Josh Jones has been out for a big chunk of the season with an MCL. Pablo's in and out. Green has obviously got injured for a number of weeks now with a broken nose. I've been out for 4 weeks with a hamstring. Nat's been out with a broken rib for 4 weeks. So when you look at it, we've actually done really well to continue where we are. And there's been a lot of change. We haven't been able to keep the same side, the same squad many times this season. And I think over the last 3 weeks, that's probably been a telling factor that we haven't been able to put our strongest 11 out there, our strongest 16 in a matchday squad. But that's something, that's football. That's non-league football. That's Step 6 football. Something that we'll deal with, and we've continued to deal with it all season. But we just got to make sure that when we strengthen in the next few days, maybe in the next week, that we bring in the right characters and the right experience.
And now 7 games left. It's kind of now or never. We sit outside the playoffs. It's the final stretch.
Yeah, I think it's the first time since the second day of the season we've been outside of the playoffs. So it's something a little bit different for the boys to deal with. It's a little bit more added pressure. It's a little bit more of a, we've got to chase to get back into the pack where we want to be. But everything that we've put in front of the boys so far this season, they've dealt with. They dealt with it well. This is the first time I think we've gone 3 games without a win. So it'll be a good test of character. It'll be a good test of how we deal with things when they're not going as well as they have been for the other 80% of the season. But it's something that we'll stand up to, and it's something that the boys are still buzzing to get going again Saturday. So I've got no doubt in my mind that we'll turn it around.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Okay.